All right, everyone, welcome back. We are back transmitting again. This time around, we're going to be following. We're still going to be bringing you updates from the Zoom room, but we are going to be following the results directly. As you all know, we don't support any of these groups because, in our own opinion, it is one and the same thing. Okay, but we are following them, and we also have signed into the INEC portal directly. So it's not like this one is not that anybody is telling us. We are right inside the INEC portal, and because of that, we are able to bring to you guys directly what results have been released by INEC so far. Let me refresh it, and so that we can know what the current thing is. They have released 416 results have been uploaded, and they have it from 18 local government areas of Edo State. These 18 local government areas are Kokoedo, Esan South, Esan West, Ego, Igweben, Esako Central, Owan West, Orion 1. I hope I got it. Orion 1. Okay. Uhunwogbe, Esako West, Ikpoba, Oha, Owan East, Esan Central, Oredo, Esako East, Ovia Northeast, Esan Northeast, and Ovia Southwest. Okay, these are the different polling units. I think Oredo has the biggest polling unit. It has 357 polling units with 12 wards. Okay, I think also Ikpoba has 340 polling units. Those are big polling units they have there. And so these are the results they have so far. Let's go. Okay, from Akokwedo, they have 22 results submitted. If we view these wards, we would see the different wards, line by line, and this would be the results. So these are the results for Akokwedo, and you can see that in Akokwedo, no results yet, no results yet, no results yet, no results yet. You can see no result yet. The reason why it is important that we are doing this is because we've gotten reports coming out of there that the results that are being uploaded are different from the result that we've been hearing them call out. Now, let's see how we're gonna do this. If we take this polling unit by polling unit, it's going to, let me find an easier way. Submitted results. They have not collected these results, but you see something like, okay, if we go back to Akokwedo, let's go back to Akokwedo and find out where they have results. So in the whole of N1, no result yet. In Makeke Oja, submitted results 12. So maybe we can go into that one and see some of the results. Well, I must comment what they've done. But let's see. It remains to see if they will allow the results that are announced by those people on ground to tally with what they're uploading. So in a place, for instance, Anyawosa, Ojutaye, let's view their results. You can see the result. They are showing it manually, not electronically. Manually. I wonder how they got to that one. Okay, so this is the results. So if you are from any of these places, this is a capture of the result that is coming out of Anyawosa Ojutaiye in Akukwedo, and you can see the number of voters, number of those registered 314, accredited voters 204, and ballot papers issued 300, unused 96. Anyway, number of total valid votes 201, total number of used ballots 204, and from the results, APC 137, APGA 1, PDP 63. This is the result they are showing. We will let's go. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to those people. Let's go back to the Zoom discussion, and let us make sure that let's hear what they are saying, and let us be sure that it is tallying with what is happening on with the INEC site. Okay, so I'm going to join them now, and then we will hear what they are saying. Okay.
We didn't witness the kind of security issues.
We're not getting any audio. I don't know why there's no audio. So when we get audio from them, we will feed you the audio. I'm not getting any audio from them right now. It's not from us, it's from where they are transmitting. I don't know why. Maybe the person who is sharing their screen is not sharing their screen with audio. They are not sharing their screen with audio. So we will revert to the feed we're getting directly from the INEC from the INEC portal, and as soon as we have a feed from that live broadcast of activities in Benin, in Edo, we will also reconnect. So for now, let us go and keep bringing you guys what is let's go and review the results that we're reviewing on the INEC portal. Okay, so this is the final result from APC 136, APGA 1, PDP 63, and total valid votes 201. It is signed. That is the final result. So if you are watching and you have a way of either verifying these results and knowing whether it is true or false, please let us know. Let us also view the other results. This is Oja Oyomba Primary School, I guess, PS1. And this would be the result. It is I can see it's somehow. Let's see if we can turn it. Rotate. Okay, good. We can rotate it. I'll just go straight to the results. All this one about. So we have ADP 1, APC 234, PDP 73. So it looks like okay.
Anyway, please, I'm getting report that there's no sound. I don't know whether we are getting sound. Did we get any sound? You can unmute yourself. Johnson,
Lamptey, voice, unmute me.
yes.
We can't hear.
Can you hear me?
Now I can hear. I can speak. There was no sound. Of course, we were looking for you. Can you?
I didn't notice.
There was no sound because you were not here.
And nobody called my attention to it at all.
Because you blocked everyone.
No. I expected somebody to.
I was trying to call your phone, Lante.
I expected somebody to have rang my phone.
Yeah, I was ringing you.
I'm seeing on Facebook that actually it's telling me that there's no sound.
There was sound at the beginning.
Yeah. Please, what happened? Let me see. Please, you can unmute yourself, Joe.
Yeah, I try to project the audio from my phone so it can come through, but everybody got muted.
Hello?
Wow.
Lamte?
Sorry about that, sir. Yes, I hear you, Austin.
Yes, I thought if you can play it without the video, we could hear the audio. If you play with that, but just to add to that, listening to what happened there, because I heard a bit of it, it means that all the results we are getting are pretty true. It's been confirmed from the situation room. So what we are fighting for now is protecting those results to collation center.
As a matter of fact, that's exactly what Wiki was talking about. He said the figures they are getting from the field
is cool.
But their concern is that there are no security men at the World Collation Center. And he has called on the IG, he has even called on the presidency to give a directive for the security men to go to the various World Collation Centers. But how can you have elections take place across several polling units, and yet where you are coming to collect the results, you don't have the security men there, and that is where they are now worried. You understand what I'm saying? And that is a huge concern that they are having right now. That's according to Governor Wike. Again, just to go on the light part of this whole process, I think I have. Okay, I can.
There's the breaking news, Lante.
Go ahead, sir.
Your brother just posted a very good one. Ego Ward 10 Unit 22, APC 64, PDP 312.
We hope that one is the result that we get collated at the world level. I am not excited yet. I think my excitement is going to start from when we start seeing what is coming out genuinely from the INEC portal, where it's good information, but we keep a close eye on the situation. I
have another news.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, I heard Pastor Israel Yamu is living in Kanu, Edo, not be Lagos.
Is there Yamu is living in Kanu?
Kanu, Edo, not be Lagos.
That's serious.
Yeah, that's serious. Yeah, that's
yes, I think that's.
Excuse me. I just quickly want to share the situation room of the PDP in Edo State right now. You can see a picture of the situation room. I'm showing this so that we can get a bit, more confident. With all of these people being on ground, we should not entertain too much fear.
Exactly.
Okay? This is
my brother. Lante, you have done well.
The entire state is being monitored by people well trained, to look at the situation, collect the result themselves as they come. This is important. INEC must be aware that everything that they should declare must tally with what these people are declaring here. The person that you see here, they are taking results from every polling unit.
Yes, as it has been announced.
Yes, you understand. Unexpectedly, they expect INEC to announce the same result that they, have collated here. Everybody, their oown duty.
Lamte,
I'm
sending you a video of this.
Another collation center.
Lamte, I'm sending you a video of this.
Whatever come out of here is the good result.
So, whatever come out of this place, will be considered, a result reflective of what has taken place on ground.
Okay.
All of
Quick
this,
one.
And another. Yes. Can I talk?
Okay, quickly. I just want to quickly drop this here. If you know you registered on that INEC portal. They just sent me the code now. So if you know you did, I think one of our uncle here did before. Quickly check your email now. They've sent the code. So I just logged in.
I'll do that. Yeah.
I tried to put a foreign number, Mr. Nosa. Is not going. Is it
I did.
Number
Wait for it. I did. I put my Canadian number. So they just sent me the link now via my email. So I just got I'm in now on my computer.
Lamte, if you can check your WhatsApp, I sent you the video of this situation room where the governor is monitoring things himself. It's a video.
I just sent the video too to Lamte. Lamte should check and just set the video.
If you can play it.
I will just quickly share the video right now. I have it so that we have a feel of what the situation is like on ground. This is His Excellency the Governor of those states. They are monitoring situation on ground.
You see, he's quite happy.
But kudos to those people who came out en masse to vote today, despite all the initial gra-gra.
If I would just add to that, I don't think it's even just the brigandry. I think those are very smart. And I think they are very good at it. You know, the PDP, we lent this money, they were going to distribute money. I think I was scared too. They were giving money, coming to lure voters with money. I think what the voters really did today is say, okay, come, give me your money, I take your money, but I vote my conscience. That's exactly what we are experiencing today.
I think just to add to that is, where I believe some victory would have been won is in the fact that the secret ballot system, is a very good one. And the fact that those that didn't part with their PVCs, they had a double victory because they could afford to collect their money and then still go, get accredited, go into the secret ballot room, cast their vote.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a win-win situation for them.
Exactly. They got paid twice.
Just to equally boost our confidence in this whole process, our case is, we can report that this is confirmed, information that many of our major news media, they are equally collecting their own results as they get it from the polling unit. This is that is being collated and brought to us by what's it called? This do government Premium Times. Premium Times is a major newspaper.
This is what I got earlier on. I was talking about.
So these are part of the results that they themselves are collating. Okay, and the results here, they appear to be looking good for the People's Democratic Party. And all that. And all of these too, they will serve as evidence if this matter is one that will eventually go to court and all of that. So of course, a lot of major newspapers are on ground covering the situation, of course, reporting online. So I'm sure we've got quite a number of checks, around this whole situation that will put us a bit at ease. But even at that, we must tread with caution, knowing fully well that the final result is not yet out. So far, so good. From the information I'm getting, less than 500 result has actually gotten to INEC portal. This is a portal where we are expecting 2,627 results across the state. So there's still a long way to go.
I've got some results as well.
Go ahead, sir. Let us say.
Yeah, this is from Jatu. Jatu Unit 1. This is a clean sweep. PDP 333, APC 56. Unit 4, PDP 242, APC 116. Unit 5, PDP 401, APC 148. Unit 6, PDP 531, APC 80. Unit 7, PDP 396, APC 90. Unit 8, PDP 174, APC 88. Unit 9, Ward 9, PDP 147, APC 286. Unit 10, PDP 88, APC 229. Unit 11, PDP 467, APC 65. And finally, Unit 16, PDP 342, APC 55. This is awesome.
This, so far so good, it's awesome. Yes, Mr. Desua or Basuhan, please talk to us, man. Unmute yourself. Are you there, man? Mr. Desua Basuhan.
Yeah, I wish what I was trying to do is I wish I knew where this J2, this result that they just called now. I wish I knew where it was, and I'll just go into the portal, open the portal, and we'll have an opportunity to check it out and see if it tallied with the result that they just called right now. So that's what I'll be trying to do. If they call any result, I'll see if I can track it on that portal, and then we'll hear it.
Okay, let me talk to Professor Issa Odidi. There is no doubt, you know, that, do we still have Professor Issa Odidi in the house?
His system is on mute.
Muted.
Muted. But is he on seat?
He's sitting down.
I think he's coming back now.
Professor Issa Odidi, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Sorry, I got a call from Nigeria. Okay.
Oh,
Ba
okay.
kome Mohammed, zan maka magana, ana bukatar magana na. Okay? Na gode. Sai anjima. Bye.
Sorry to have disturbed your call, sir.
No, it's okay. Sorry, I was not facing the thing, and I let my earphones down. Sorry about that.
The question I want to ask, sir,
yeah, sorry, Dr. Speaking.
I am glad that we are not the only ones concerned about the situation. I mean, Governor Wike is concerned and all of that. But given all of these checks, we have the what's it called, the situation room of the PDP. We've got Nigerian printing news medium, printing units, polling unit results and all of that. Is this possible, even if the collation centers at the world level is not being manned by the police? Is it possible for manipulations to take place and they stand against all of these checks?
Well, from what I'm seeing so far, things seem to be a bit different now from what I'm seeing, especially with access to media by everybody and interest that this election has generated. It will be a very stupid person in INEC to try and attempt to subvert the decision of the Edo people. It will be it will be a big mistake. In fact, I see this as an opportunity for INEC to redeem its image. If this is us were to move towards Obaseki like I expect, I think INEC can beat its chest and say, you see, we really did it well, and they will stand to be praised. I think they should take the opportunity and do what is right, as far as I'm concerned. The fact that everybody is able to see the results now, I mean, the news media, for example, in the past, they were not there. We didn't see this in the last election. Media like yours, all keen in getting, things coming right live. The newspapers, Premium Times, Sahara Reporters, and a host of them, Tribune, all reporting same kind of thing you're reporting. They have all the evidence in their hands, the photographs and what have you. Wow. It would be, as I say, a very stupid person who would want to change this thing, seriously speaking. That would be, but again, never say never. Never doubt a Nigerian to try and, reinvent something that doesn't exist. But it's going to be tough. It's a tough one to pull out. But all the same, we need to put all the stops. Like Wike said, we got to be there. All the people should go protect their vote, be at the collation center, see what the collation center is moving up to INEC as well, because things have to be counted there and, marked up and signed off. So let's see the pictures of those as well. So not just go home after the vote at the ward.
I want to quickly bring in, thank you very much, Professor Issa Odidi. I want to quickly bring in a breaking news. This one is coming from the PDP official Twitter handle. And this official PDP Nigeria, Edo Decides 2020, alert. There are reports that the official Nigeria are trying to manipulate the result already declared in Ovia Ego, and Oredo local government areas. We call on the good people of Edo State to march to the various ward coalition centers to defend their mandate. Let's go further together. This is what is coming from the official PDP handle, Twitter handle in Nigeria.
You see,
official. That the APC, they are trying to manipulate the results already declared in Ovia, Ego, and Oredo local government areas.
If I will come in here, I mean, personally, I know that there are things that you can really say, okay, you can turn around, overturn. But at least whatever happens, I expected this to happen. If any of us didn't expect, then probably, yeah, maybe we'll miss out something. I really expected them to try to manipulate the result. I'm not really bothered. If anyone is not speaking, can you mute them, please? There's so much noise in the background for those not talking, so we don't. You know, so if I follow suit with what Chief Odidi said, Professor Odidi, I really believe that, of course, there will be tries to manipulate results, but they will not stand. Because we already have, I think, this method where the social media, people have their cameras, the results on site, you see people counting results, they are not disputable. They are very plausible. So this makes it really, really difficult for the APC to try to do anything stupid. So NEC has an opportunity to really redeem its image because all the results being collated, that they cannot come back to say the results in all these wards and the units are wrong because they were caught on camera, they were counted in front of people. So that's just why I think it's very, very impossible to change. So they can try, they will definitely try, but there's no way they can succeed anyway. They have failed woefully. I really feel sorry for them because they just subjected their Edo people to much hassles, you know, even when they knew they couldn't win any election, you know. So we really have to give kudos to the Edo people that have really come out to really speak their voice, and the results actually show the voice of the Edo people. Proud of you.
Thank you very much, Justin Odibo. Just hang on there, my lady Gladys. I just want to play this soundbite. This one is coming from a word. Let's hear the voice of the man. The Banker East. The Banker East. We have another video. I just want to see if that is relevant as well to the situation.
Mommy, can mute your side from your basso. Okay, thank you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to play that, you know, so that we just have a feel of what is happening on the ground. Yes, so far so good. Things are looking good. There's no doubt about it, but we must not be complacent. This is a message to those on the ground, and we hope that this message is, from what I just played, it means that the people are not smiling. They are ready to follow this result, you know, to wherever it will go to ensure that nothing changes. Professor Didi, are you not concerned about the message coming from the official PDP Twitter handle?
Well, again, I kind of did a quick search on this. I mean, the Twitter handles, I haven't looked at Twitter handle, but I was looking at the portal. There were so many sites, addresses on the internet that takes you to a portal. And when I looked at this portal, I'm not sure whether it's real or not. I mean, so that's one point I have. I have not bothered to look at the Twitter handle of INEC. So I don't know what message you're seeing there, but I can quickly go.
The PDP released information that they have it on good information that the APC are already trying to manipulate results from a local government, Oredo local government, and Ovia, is it Ovia Northeast, about 3 local governments, in the heart of.
So the PDP, I follow the PDP Twitter. I thought you said the INEC Twitter, which I'm not following. The PDP Twitter. So yeah, absolutely, I follow that and I see that. Yeah, I think they have a good reason to shout out with regards to that kind of manipulation wanting to take place. So if they say so, I'm not on the ground. I want to believe them, because they're very serious people. I don't know if you've seen the Situation Room. It's serious. It's almost American style. They're very, very serious. They deployed heavily on the ground and everywhere. So if they have that kind of information, I have to err on the side of believing what they're saying. And what INEC should do, if I was INEC official, the management should quickly look into this and not wave it away with a hand. If they don't think that they're doing this, then they should try and find out what's going on and try and stop it. Because again, let's be fair. You might find an errant individual just doing what they want to do without following what INEC big boss is asking them to do. So let me give them that benefit of that, being somebody speaking from Canada, not Nigerian way. But it's their responsibility to clear the air if that is the case. But certainly, if PDP is concerned and to put out that kind of message, then I'm concerned as well.
Good. Thank you very much. Dr. Tony Agbons, I want to take this to you directly. Now, given the concern of PDP as expressed, as we saw from that message, what do you think that the PDP should be doing right now?
Yeah, I think the PDP, I like the strategy is in military terms, when you are fighting with an opponent, you strike first. I think I see what the PDP, their think tank, they are doing, like putting out this tweet. It puts all those guys who want to do some funny stuff, it puts them on edge. So releasing this kind of tweets and this kind of messages online regularly will make sure that, like you have always said all through, Avi, that everybody is on a kind of cautious optimism about this, because this coalition thing. So I support the PDP, and they just have to keep doing that and keep their eyes and ears on the ground, because these things we are talking about, they are figures. Somebody can just type anything and it becomes something and it becomes the other thing. So yeah, I'm very much in support of what the PDP, the strategies they are doing, and they just have to keep piling the pressure. Nobody sleeps tonight, so we are all staying vigil and making sure that nothing goes wrong, because gone are the days when we just vote and then we just go home and then you start hearing some some funny results and all that, and people are like, oh, is that how we voted today? So yeah, PDP, yeah, they just have to keep piling the pressure, sending out messages and getting the people on their side. And like you have said, I will also advise our people who are on ground in Benin, flood these coalition centers, be around there. Nothing like people power, nothing like people mass movement.
Thank you very much. I couldn't want to take
Martin, let me report on the results from Edo Central.
Mama Baso, can you put on your video, please? Because we are live, we don't really want to have blank spaces. We are live.
Because I'm using my phone. The situation with my laptop, so okay. I'm using my phone so I can be clear.
Go ahead.
So can you excuse me, please, so I can do that?
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Okay, it says Ujogba Ward 2, East and West local governments Unit 1, Ujogba Secondary School, PDP 322, APC 50. Unit 2, Egware Primary School 1, PDP 137, APC 62. Unit 3, Egware Primary School 2, PDP 178, APC 55. Unit 4, Ukpato Primary School 1, PDP 96, APC 36. Unit 5, Ukpato Primary School 2, PDP 68, APC 26. Unit 6, Idu Mobile 1, PDP 88, APC 37. Unit 7, Idu Mokosu, PDP 58, APC 49. Unit 8, Ago Ohina, PDP 86, APC 22. Unit 9, Ebute Primary School, Ujiogba, PDP 70, APC 35. So total for PDP in that area is 1,103, and then for APC it says 372.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please, wherever that source comes from, please send a message back to them that they must guide this, these figures jealously until it gets to where it is supposed to. I want to quickly take a message from Gladys Williams. I think she has a breaking news for us. Are you there, Gladys?
Honestly, it's not breaking news. It's all about the twin for PDP. We all are deliberating. No, I think I see how Malisu two brain on it. So for me now, the coalition center now, they are trying to manipulate the results we have been giving out since, because what we know they are going to do, there's a reduction. And the PDP, they are calling out for the Edo people to go out to the coalition center to go and defend their vote and secure their vote. And I want to take a quick break, like a 5-10 minutes away from this meeting. I want to also go live on my page to also encourage the youth, the people in the yard, to all of that, to those who go home before they feel like they have voted, they should go back to their polling unit, to their center, to go there, know what is happening, go to their collection center, each and every one to go and secure and defend their votes. Because they tell me they have been reporting this a lot, this Oredo and Ovia Northeast since the beginning of this Zoom meeting, that a lot of army have surrendered there because they don't want people, individuals, to come in. Today is not a day to deny anybody of their rights. Today is a day for anyone to stand their ground and stand it without fear. Yes, which I believe. We all are entitled to our freedom today. We all are entitled to our speech today. We all are entitled to speak out how we feel and how we want it done. It is today. It's not going to be tomorrow. If we don't do it today, it's going to be late for every one of us here. All our effort is going to be in vain. May God not let that happen to us in Jesus' name.
Okay, amen. Our effort will not be in vain, I can assure you. Austin, I think you have a breaking news or something. Come on, talk to us, sir. Unmute yourself.
I wasn't a breaking news. It's what Tony had already said. I was just going to say that I support the PDP strategy. The best way of keeping fire and piling pressure is very key. And just to say something, remember your first Zoom meeting you had? I told you from the very beginning that the problem was Oshomole. And that is the core of it. Edo State remains a PDP state. I was not shaking at all. The only way for this victory to be denied is for rancor, problem, shooting, brigades to take place. And once that was curtailed, it was going to be very, very, very difficult. And the Edo State people and the Edo-lites have spoken, and they've spoken massively. Should this election be turned the other way, it's going to be very difficult for Nigeria. So we are definitely coasting to victory.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. I want to ask Ambassador Joe. Ambassador Joe, are you still there, sir?
Lamte, please, before you go further, I'm getting news that the INEC website, they are changing the results to favor APC. Can you please let's hammer on that so that they don't so they can pay close attention from the PDP camp? They said INEC is changing the results to favor them.
We'll try to get update from the INEC portal later.
Okay.
Ambassador Joe, suppose suppose the PDP strategy has been alluded to, by the last two speakers or three speakers, is to pile up pressure. Now, apart from piling up pressure, isn't it something practical that the PDP should be doing right now? Something practical, really, to guarantee that people's will is. Ambassador Joe, are you still there? Can Comrade Newton go have a go at this? I want to ask, is there nothing practical that we think that the PDP can do apart from issuing statements of pressure?
Actually, with what I've seen so far, being able to show to the world what His Excellency Governor Obaseki have been able to set up, that is the monitoring room or whatever. I think if the INEC choose to do otherwise, they are going to fool themselves. We all know Governor Obaseki is a man, is a governor that is technologically savvy. So don't be so surprised right now. They might have linked these very results you are seeing there, that is in the center of Obaseki, that is their monitoring room. So everything is documented, is there. So they might have also used other gadgets when they were counting it, the way they were counting it, 1, 2, 3. So it was captured. So if INEC want to play smart game because they have been paid money or something, and they try from the principle, they've been able to conduct the election, even there was no bloodshed, despite at the beginning, something was happening that was not really that too okay. But at the end of the day, our God was able to contain the whole situation. And this is what we have been praying for, free and fair election. And we are going to the second segment, which is more a little bit deadly, and at the same time, not that deadly. I use that word deadly as in anything can happen. But INEC should be able to know that about 40% of us who have never wanted to show interest in those state elections, we are having interest in it. So if what happened yesterday, it was being condoned by international communities or whatever, they should also know that some of the results, they ran out already in the polling unit, is already somewhere people have kept it already. So if I were to be them, the chairman of INEC to call his people, whatever result what you got from the voting unit, when you get to the collation center, put it like that. If you want them refunding the money they were being paid, let them refund it, because this thing, they are going to cause chaos to themselves. And those state elections would have been an avenue for INEC to really show themselves that they are ready to make sure democracy reign in Nigeria. Those state elections is going to define whether there's still democracy in Africa or not, because a lot of people are interested. So God has been able to contain us up to this hour. I believe the God has started it with us. No matter the manipulation they are going to do, it's not going to work. At the time, for example, where I voted, I have my camera recorded because we have some video we have stored already. Did live Zoom, Facebook is there. So we got some of the things that are there. Let's take example of what the channel television showed. We also have the count the vote. You go to change that. They may mistakenly go and change that one, and they are going to enter trial. Thank God, Governor Obaseki is not a man who speaks from the true side of his mouth. So he knows what he's doing. So that monitoring room, you can see that I was seeing it like American Parliament. Not be this election, not be Pandayan for play. Or Nae Miku. So INEC to just put up here, they have to behave themselves. Otherwise, they are going to find themselves in a state of dilemma.
Thank you very much. Well, I want to play this soundbite so that we can understand some things. Some of the things that are actually taking place in this election. An agent just sent this one to us, and please let's take a listen.
I decided where's your voter card? Can we see your voter card? You are
The volume is low, Lamptey.
Who gives the money?
Who gives
this money? Look at this. Who gives you this money? Who gives you this money? Take my thing. I want that. Who gives you the money? Don't worry. Now you go determine whether we'll settle the matter here. Who gives you the money? You are no attack. Who gives you this money? Who gives you this money? This money. This is the money to pay the agency. But which party? Which party are you? Which party you belong? Which party? No, don't worry, you'll call him. You send me a copy. You will, my friend, hold on. Which party are you? Who knows this money? You say you are working for somebody. I mean, you want to go for it. I mean, you don't want to talk. You say you are working for FPC. But who in FPC gave you this? Give this? Who gave you the money now? You don't have to. If you tell us now, we leave you. This is my problem with you. Now, what my prayer is that you allow me to talk. Who gave you this money? Wait, listen now. Who want to talk? And who do you want to talk? Who do you want to talk to? Not get me. Wait, calm down. Who do you want to call? You say you want to make a call. Who is the person? Who is the person that is calling you? Call somebody. What is the name of the person? You say the person is calling me. What's his name? The name of the person. You know, Gary, are you mad? What is the position in this? What theory? It's a leader. A leader of which party? APC. Then now, what is purpose of giving you this money to do? This money is to settle the agents. Then wait, put it back. Then the money they gave you to settle agents. Why are you bringing it to only UNICEF? That's okay. Tell me.
Well, now just are the people.
Look at bundle of money with him.
Brother, and a small video too. I saw another video. The problem I'm having now, I cannot even go to my phone is, I don't know. My phone is jam-packed. Let me use that word. I can't even trace the video now. I don't know where the video is. Somebody sent me a video where they also caught somebody with money. And the other one, they told the guy to sit on the floor. Different videos. Every age, every person on these videos, they are APC. I'm waiting to see PDP.
Ambassador Joe.
Yes, sir.
So I want to ask you, sir, given all of these things that is happening, or that has some of which have happened around this election, shall our electoral process continue like this? I mean, looking at where we are coming from, where we are, I mean, is there hope for the future?
Well, I want to remain optimistic. In terms of whether it should remain like this, I vehemently kick against that. It should not, because from the way things have been since we embraced democracy, it still remains a shame that as of this time, election is still being conducted under atmosphere such as this. This is the 21st year since we embraced democracy, and now we're still having election where people are willingly and openly dealing, spending money, buying votes, and all of that. But on the flip side, a sane society, look at where we are, for instance. Those kind of things don't happen. Why is it prevalent on ground at home in Nigeria? It is because there's a huge weight of poverty upon the shoulders of the electorate, the average electorate. And this is what the government of the day have succeeded in doing. They have succeeded in impoverishing the citizenry. They have succeeded in making them poor, so much so that, when they see 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, they don't mind, because no one is sure where the next meal will come from. Now, for that to improve, everything hinges on the government of the day. If we have a society, we have a government that caters for the people, that has the interest of the people at heart, then you'll find that such a government will be the one that will make provision for jobs, that will make provision for an enabling environment for people to get into business, small-scale business and all of that. But all of that is not available because we have a government that is non-functional, particularly at the national level. So my take in terms of our electoral process improving and getting better, it has to start from the very top. It has to start from the government of the day. Albeit that the government, we say government is not, does not influence the independent National Electoral Commission, but you find that that is not the truth, because the government, one way or the other, they still have a way of manipulating that process. The independence is not there. What they say, independent National Electoral Commission, is all in name, not in reality. So there's a lot of room for improvement. For that improvement to happen, there has to be a working government structure in place.
Yes.
So that, you know, such a government can also be proud of the deliverables of the democracy, the dividends of democracy. You know, now we don't have it. And that is where I believe that there has to be a complete overhaul of that governing structure. You know, the younger generation need to come on board. The Nigerian diaspora need to, you know, re-energize their interest, activate their political interest, their political consciousness, get into the system. Let's penetrate it and help to fine-tune it for things to be okay. If you look at Nigeria, Nigeria is not so poor that we cannot operate a welfare state system. Nigeria can operate a welfare state system. A welfare state system like we enjoy in the Western world, have structures in place, have institutions in place, and they have great GDP for their economy. So they are able to look after those who are not employed, you know, via the welfare system, because they know the affordability is there. If you look at the resources that we have in Nigeria and indeed other parts of Africa, we are too blessed to be in the situation that we're in. But it's poor management, greed, corruption that is our biggest problem, and bad leadership. Africa is so blessed from time immemorial, but the biggest problem that we have from time also is bad leadership. So we need to find a way to change that, because many of us have come to the diaspora. We've experienced what's going on here. It's very good. It's very, very possible for us to replicate it at home. Those who give up on the system and don't want to participate in it, we are making it worse. We have to go be part of it and have to fine-tune it and change things around. That's my own take. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's Joe. Austin, what information do you have for us, sir?
Well, while the discussion was going on, I went back to listen to that interview by the three governors. Okay, I don't know if we pick it up. In the first time when Wike was talking, Wike cleared our fears that the collation center of PDP already have over 2,000 unit results, because the entire unit in Edo State is just over 2,000. So according to him, he said they already have the result of over 2,000 units, but INEC has only received 300, and that they are worried that from the unit to the World Collation Center, something may happen. So I just wanted to bring that back to us to keep our mind at rest that before we thought it was just about 300 results that we have. At that, their collation center, they have close to 2,000 results, and it's going all well for us. So the issue is just protecting and guiding it until the final result is declared.
I think the point, let's not get mixed up here. The point is that at the time Wike was speaking, it's possible that what's it called, the situation room of PDP, they've gotten most of the results, but at that same time, INEC had only uploaded about
300
results. Okay, it is what INEC finally uploads that matters.
That matters. Yeah.
What is with the situation room of the PDP? That's for that. I want to bring in Mr. Dr. Johnson Odibo. Are you there, sir?
I wanted to give an information, Lamte.
Go ahead, sir. Information is powerful. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. In Edo State, because we've not been using the exact figure, I just checked. We have 2,627 polling units in Edo State.
Yes, I said so.
Yeah.
I did say so much earlier. Johnson Odibo, please come on, weigh in. Do we still have Kenneth Basra in this house?
Maybe it's gone for tea break.
We've been here since how many hours now? Kudos to Lamptey. It's not easy. We've been here for how many hours? See, quick one. We have seen the same papers. Let me use this paper. from the polling units, the papers that the INEC official there signed that they would take to the collating center. We have that evidences like more than how many hundreds now. You understand? So I'm getting reports from my friends.
How many results do we have uploaded by in the INEC portal so far?
Let me see. Let me quickly show you.
What figures do we have?
We have 746 here now. I just refreshed it. Out of the 2,600.
While we are having a discussion, can you just browse through to tell us, where the election is leaning at the moment?
That is delaying.
So where it is leaning, who is it favoring more?
It's going to be, the way INEC, the website, the way they arranged it is very funny. You understand? You have to be clicking each word, each view words. And once you click that word, you have to click again. Click before you get to each and every unit. You understand?
Can you go to Ora the local government and the local government and see what you can pull out and try to make some comparisons?
Okay. In Oredo now, out of the 357 polling units, they've released 156. That's 12 words. So let me open. Let me check. This is the Ikpema Eguadase, which is 25 polling units. They've released all.
Yeah.
They've released all the Ikpema results. Ikpema Eguadase. Let me open Ikpema Eguadase 2.
What do we have in Ikpema?
Okay, let me show you. We have too many Ikpema. Let me show you one. One of them is we have APC 48, PDP 55 in one of them. We have the another Ikpema 2, another school, another center. We have APC 28, PDP 50. We have too many Ikpema. They have another Ikpema Eguadase, APC 36, PDP 46. Which other one? Okay, let me skip to another Ikpema because there are too many here.
Unmute yourself, sir.
I didn't mute it, or it just did that. I was talking. I think it's network. Ikpema, we have another Ikpema Eguadase 1, which is Igbesama Primary School 6. We have APC 37, PDP 84. So far on Ikpema, the one I've been reading since, it's all PDP. So let me go to Urubi, Ewieme, Iwe.
Yes, just random, yes.
Okay, let me just pick one like that, because we have Urubi, Ewieme, Iwe. They have released 5 out of 28 polling booths. So let me check a Mokpai. A Mokpai is APC 40, PDP 98. That's a Mokpai Okemole 1. Urubi, Ebiere Ija College V. That's 5 or so. Let me see. This one is APC 26, PDP 47. So let me move away from Ebiere and others. Let me go to Ibiwe, Ubagwe, Ibiwe. We have fire service, Ubagwe 1 fire service forestry. We have APC 27, PDP 61. So far in Oredo, all the ones I've been reading, it's all PDP.
Get some more.
Okay, this is APC 29, PDP. Okay, let me go to where. Let me go to still on Oredo. Let me go to somewhere like Ogbe. No result from Ogbe yet. No result from GRA ETT.
What of Garrick?
No, I don't know. Garrick could be underway now because now we have Iogbe, Sekere, Orene, Ibiwe, IC Road.
Give us Orene.
Okay.
That's a very
the 30 polling units, everything has been released. So Orogene 1, Orogene Primary School 2, we have APC 49, PDP 139. We have Iogbe, let me read Iogbe 2, Iwiore Primary School. We have PDP hold on, PDP, no, APC 33, PDP 83. Let me go to Olia. Let's look Olia Primary School.
Yes.
Olia, we have APC 36, PDP 80. So that one is from that Orogene Sekiri area. Then New Bini, I'm trying to see New Bini area if they've uploaded New Bini. Okay, they've uploaded one New Bini 2. They've uploaded 15, actually they've uploaded 15 results from the 28 polling units from New Bini 1.
Give us 4 inside, 4.
Which is, I think those are Yarrow area. It's loading.
Yes.
It's loading, I don't know. The website is loading. I don't know
but we can, these ones are authentic results.
Can you hear me? Network.
Your network is poor, no sir.
We are not hearing you.
Please try again. Network is frozen. Damn.
Well, this will be
the INEC website is experiencing high traffic, yes. So that's the reason.
I would think so. But this on a very light side, I just want to share this picture. I'm sure that because I want to share it because one of those who propounded the Talkback movement, you know, we've got a picture of him that I want to share. About Obaseki, he has done very much. He has done
there's a crafting door.
But he declared his result from his own, you know, polling units, and PDP scored 518, you know, to APC's 11. Okay, that's Obaseki's word, you know, delivered. I'm sure this is his word delivered, and the man is, you can see him beaming with, you know, smiles. Well, just to put some things on the light side, still on the celebration galore of the Edos. The people's will is gradually holding sway. No, sir, are you ready? Okay, I'd like to go to High Chief Musa Amedu. High Chief, I want to ask you, sir, if at the end of the day, by sometime around, you know, late this night or tomorrow, it is now clear, crystal clear, that the result is declared and the governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, is elected governor for a second term, what will you do? Can you unmute yourself, sir?
First, we will give thanks to God that the will of the people is what God will ordain. And secondly, we'll go into a silent mood because at that point, we want to now be part of the policy process in Edo State because that will move us to the next level. We will all come together and start speaking with one voice all the time. That is how it looks like, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor Isa Odidi. Professor Isa Odidi.
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask you this. The victory for the governor of Edo State and, you know, the credibility of this election showing that eventually, against all odds, the will of the people eventually counted. What will that portend for the entire political process in Nigeria going forward from your own angle?
I think it will be very, very significant and will impact seriously on the process going forward. First area of impact will be obviously selection of candidates, you know, for the national, be mostly on the national sector I'm talking about. Selection of candidates for the national elections, particularly with regards to the presidency, as a matter of fact. I think this is certainly going to be affecting that. And then going to how elections or how even campaigns are run, again, that will be affected by this. the outcome of this, if the outcome is positive. And also looking at how you monitor the vote casting process. This election will also impact on that going forward. I think that's basically what I see in a nutshell. It's certainly going to have a very, very, very big impact. No doubt about it. I can tell you that.
Thank you very much, sir. This one is not a question, sir. I know that you are a man of influence in the PDP. I will talk to you directly, and of course to High Chief Musa Ahmedu and to all the PDP stalwarts that are here in the room, that for the presidency of Nigeria come 2023, this is from our team to you people. A major person, candidate that should be considered for the president of Nigeria in 2023, we are proposing is Governor Obaseki. He should come and deliver Nigeria. And you guys take that forward. It's not a question, it's just an appeal to you guys to give that a huge consideration, because we know that something good will come from that, from his presidency, come 2023. Well, going forward, Nosa, are you still with us?
I wanted to say something.
Yeah, but my network was messing up.
I will bring you on, Dr. Tony. I just want to hear from Nosa briefly. Are you ready for us? You are muted. Nosa, you are muted.
I don't know what's going on. I cannot say they are trying to hack me, but I don't know what's going on. This is messing up today. I've not seen anything like this before.
It's high traffic. Okay, let me go to.
It's high traffic ahead.
Go to Dr.
I still have the new Benin and all Uzebu, all those places are out there.
It's high traffic. Dr. Tony, come on.
Yes, I wanted to speak on this very victory that is very much in sight now, and then what comes next.
Yes.
Like it's always said, he who fails to plan is planning to fail. Absolutely. I just want to, because I've said in some interviews I've through this campaign, I said the Edo election was going to mark a watershed in Nigeria's political development, and this is precisely what's going to happen. What has happened in Edo State now is going to really empower a lot of people to know that if people back you up, forget about all these godfathers, forget about all these big men who just sit in their parlor. Let me use common Nigerian language. They'll sit in their parlor and begin to select who they want. So this victory is going to change a lot of things. Number one, it's going to change our political party membership. A lot of people in Edo State who were not even members of political parties. Do you know that when the governor moved to the PDP, a lot of them, they registered. So this should be a continuous process to deepen our democratic practice. Then number two, it is also going to enhance political party ideology. Because if you notice at the moment, our political parties, you can hardly really differentiate their ideologies. So with people like Godwin Obaseki, like the Wikes and the others, this kind of very effective people, you can see efficiency coming. We're going to develop a political party that we can all say, oh, this is what we want to do and this is what we are doing. And Lamte, you suggesting 2023, we need them to finish our 4 years. So please, I'm begging you.
I'll hand over to the Asian people so that there will be peace in the state.
Because although we'll be selfish, we're very greedy, we won't give him to Nigeria. Yeah, let him do our 4 years, then Nigeria own. But he's a material for presidency, no doubt.
Thank you very much. I'm glad I have my sister back, Dr. Loretta. So she's going to actually come on. No, sir, are we still ready for something? Because right now, I'm depending on what is coming from the INEC portal more than what.
Please, you have to feed the Lamte. It's tasty, man.
Yeah, Uzebu. I have Uzebu. They've released so far we have 824 released. So I want to open a
just glide through.
Okay. Let me go to Uzebu. Hold on.
I want to ask why you're doing that. Is there no way they give summary somewhere? You know, a sum total of what they've.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having now, sir.
Can I just speak why Nosa Obaseki is looking through his computer and working it? Good evening again, my people, everybody watching from across the world. I just want to thank and appreciate everyone, especially those people who risked their lives to be on ground and to feed into this interview. It is absolutely clear that there's no way we could have done it without them. Just like I said in another interview, someone asked me and said, oh, so what next? And I think that was what I met you people discussing. And I said to the person that whoever wins, whoever wins, the person has got a huge task. However, it's even bigger, it's even more challenging when we know and when we see. And for Governor Godwin Nogega said to Obaseki when he wins, the reason is because so much has been given to him. There is so much engagement. And I'm going to tell us the quotes of somebody today who spoke to me. She said, Loretta, yourself and your team have done well, but I beg to engage in this process because I think that the education for the next election starts now. And I'm quoting Sister Helen. You see, the truth is what she has just said. It can't be business as usual. The reason is because if God in Obaseki does not deliver on Osiomo, no sir Obaseki is going to ask him, Epa, Eleti, what's your look by Narowa? What will we have? And if he does not deliver on Edo best, I'm sure that Ambassador BQ Wifo and Joy Igamusoy are going to ask. Now, the everyday man on the street who could not ask before knows that there are people that can ask on their behalf, and they are going to contact Lamte. Lamte, you were busy propagating this man's mega agenda. Now there is nothing mega about it. You now explain to us why. And Lamte is going to have to ring up the governor or contact him and say, why is the mega agenda not been actualized? Sometimes translated, when you begin to hold people accountable, then everybody who is in that chain of accountability will be drawn into the process. So I actually believe that at those states, the name, the heartbeat of the nation is apt at this time. We have not only reset the button, but we have remapped how politics should be done in those states, in Nigeria, and in the entire African continent.
Thank you very much, Dr. Loretta. Please, I want to quickly take this caller from the US who is actually watching us on YouTube and is being on INEC Portal trying to give us some information we want. Please talk to us, sir. What do you have from INEC Portal?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I'm calling from the US, and while you people are trying to, look at the results on the portal, the one that has to do with the election conducted in Benin, I've tried as much as possible to saddle myself with the responsibility of trying to check for other locations outside Benin. So I can tell you authoritatively from the portal, you understand, that PDP has swept all the results in Uromi, Eastern Northeast local government. You understand, the ones that have been released so far.
Okay. That the ones. How many results have been released in Uromi?
I've checked it. It is word by word. They should not be broken down into units.
Yeah.
Some have been released, some are yet to be released. But for the rest have been released now, like 15 results now. I'm trying to check them one after the other. It is not a very easy task, you understand? But the ones I've checked so far, it is PDP that has won in all the areas.
Okay, so we can confirm, Nigerians and those people across the world, we can confirm that Governor Godwin Obaseki has won Uromi. Governor Godwin Obaseki has won Uromi. That is a confirmed information. Governor Godwin Obaseki has won and carried Uromi. As the results come in, we are going to be breaking them down. Thank you very much. Over to you.
But Lante, I can't believe this. I have also been able to log into INEC Portal.
Yes.
Obaseki is even taking Akoko Edo, I least expected.
Okay.
I never thought he's taking a lot of Akoko Edo.
Very well.
I'm just so glad. I can't believe this.
Do you guys have? I have results for Jatu. I have results for Jatu. Shaibu's ward, Shaibu's polling unit.
Okay.
Because I guess they have to revive their vehicle. They know they were going to the wrong direction. a lot of things have been amended and they are on the right track right now. If they continue like this, before this year ending, they are going to be experiencing uncommon testimony.
Good. Let us hear from Tribal's word. Josilat, talk to us, sir.
Okay, Unit 3, Oyaga Primary School in Jatu. PDP scored 789 votes and APC scored 164.
That's a huge margin. Thank you very much.
They'll hear what? They'll hear what?
I want to appeal to us. Anybody reeling out results, don't collect results sent to you. Let it be from INEC portal. That's the one we can depend on now.
So we have some people that we know that my reports are verified. They are direct.
I just want to add to it that, you know, what I asked Nosa earlier on, which is not readily available on the INEC portal, because they're giving, you know, up to the unit level or whatever. But I have a comprehensive one that someone just sent to me. In total, there are 18 local governments so far, what has been sent. And by my own calculation, PDP seem to have won 14 of the 18 local government area, while 4 have been won by the APC. The figures are all given, a complete breakdown of the figures by what margin those victories have been wrought. So it's a complex for not getting that from the INEC portal, but this is what has come through so far.
Thank you so much. I quickly want to announce, based on information I'm getting right now from a Nigerian on ground, and he has told me that 15 results have been released from Akoko Edo out of a total of 17. And in the 15 results released so far, Governor Obaseki has won 14.
I can't believe this in Akoko Edo. I can't believe this.
I want to quickly
right from INEC.
I want to quickly state, you know, to Nigerians and those across the world, that we can authoritatively report that Governor Obaseki has won Akoko Edo. Governor Obaseki has won Akoko Edo.
Can I corroborate that? From the list that I just mentioned, okay, it was a narrow margin, but Obaseki won. The figures, if you like, the figure for Akoko Edo is PDP 3,999 to APC. Come on, leave here, Jare. Notification is blocking my phone. So to APC 3,471, a margin of 398. PDP has pipped APC in Akoko Edo local government area of Edo State.
Can I say, gentlemen and ladies, Gladys Williams, I see you. I appreciate your excitement. Can I say that, Austin, you keep saying you cannot believe it. And I wonder what you cannot believe, because I told you right from the beginning that God wins, and God wins always, okay?
Yeah. You know, what I meant was that with that Akoko Edo, I was slightly worried.
Don't be worried. Don't be worried when you've got God behind you.
God must win. God must win.
Yes, there has been an objective engagement of the people. The people became interested in who manages their affairs. And once followership awakens, I say it anywhere, once followership awakens, leadership will be kept in check, because they will dictate their leadership and they will hold that leadership to account. At the same time, we need to understand that people are beginning to realize what it means to have value for human life. A lot of these people, if life just remains in Akoko Edo, they may be blindfolded. But life has transcended the 4 walls of any borders. There are no limits now. All you need is a mobile phone, and you see what other people are doing. Edo State has one of the highest migrant rates, legal or illegal, in Nigeria. So that means that a lot of people have left the state and they've seen how it can be. And I said it before, these people wield influences, not inducement, but they wield influences in their communities and in their societies. And because of the multiplicity of these factors, they say when opportunity meets preparation, they dovetail. So along comes Obaseki with his strange and weird and wonderful ways, but with ways that are showing light at the end of a tunnel that was there ab initio. What do you think the people would do? There is a preparation that has met opportunity. The cosmic can only align. The cosmic can only align when time comes, and no man can stand in the way of anything predestined. No man can do that, or woman.
Togba.
Ogbane, Domo.
Let
me. Thank you very much. The results are trickling in.
Comrades.
Dr. Tony, you have something for us?
Yeah, I just want to chip in, like write the last paragraph of what Dr. Loretta has said. Nothing stops an idea whose time has come.
Frank Fanon.
Yes, thank you. And they say Vos Populi, I can't remember Vos Dei, Vos Populi. So this Obaseki, this election has shown that when the people are ready, everything comes into play. So to be honest, I'm not surprised at the turn of event, but like we said, we still keep our eye on the ball. Some of us we are making contact. If I just spoke to one of my very high contacts in Benin, they are going to be at the final collation center. So and he has told me that, I said, Dr. Agbons, you just chill. Is somebody, I take his word like this. When he says it happens, so you chill. He said they are on ground monitoring things. So we should be rest assured that nothing is going to go amiss at this stage now.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tony. Yes, that is very reassuring. You know, the governor and his team, they are on ground. Nothing is going to change, so we have no cause to be worried. The good thing about it is that the information that we've been reeling out lately is not what is being sent by anybody, but what we are getting directly from INEC portal, which is authentic, and nothing is going to change from that level. The team is monitoring. Of course, for the results yet to be sent to that portal, we still want to encourage the agents on ground to ensure that, you know, they are not complacent.
Comrade,
you know, yes,
comrade, I'm
Right.
sorry to butt in, but there are people in the waiting room who need to be let in.
Nobody's in the waiting room, man.
Ambassador BQ is in the waiting room.
He's been let in a long time ago.
Are you sure it's that number or another number? Because it says it's still.
It came in previously with one.
Anyway, just to add that we have in the house. I'm so pleased to see that we still have a lot of us in the house. We still have Austin, we have Tony, we have Esosa Aredo who's coming, Johnson Odibo, David is here, Gladys Williams, Grace Omorege, Joseph Egiamusoy, Monda, Haichi Musa Amedu, Newton Igbinigu, and Professor Issa Odidi. I want to thank all of you for staying the tide. I don't know if Aredo has said anything recently. And if you can please admit the ambassador, please. Aredo, have you spoken?
Yes, he just admitted me now.
Thank you, sir. Welcome back.
He just admitted me, but I had to wait for nearly 2 hours.
Oh my God.
I won't like you giving admission. He reminds me of UBT. Just let you in.
Anybody, I'm not going to UBT.
We cannot joke with
that. Lante, you're not a doctor that admits people.
We apologize.
I am happy to say that my admission is a safe admission. No danger associated with my admission at all.
Uncle Lante, you have 2 cases already. You were talking about agents. Umayeta, whether an agent of darkness or agent of light. Another one, now you are doing admission again.
Can I please ask if Aredo essay, do you have anything to say? Otherwise, I want Stainless to make a comment because I saw people on ground. Yep. So after Aredo, Stainless, get ready. Your people on ground have been watching your group and they've been very active. You're going to update us.
Please, before Aredo come in, please, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, I was on phone call. I was on phone call when the conversation was going on. I would like to know what I'm going to make a speech on. I'm sorry. Can you just?
I'm saying that your group on ground have been very active. I went to your group on ground, so you give us a little summary about what they've been doing once Ayedo has spoken.
Yes, just before you come on, I want to give this breaking news, because if there's anybody who's going to act on it, let them start acting on it now. It's just coming. And where's that breaking news? The human being says, breaking news: Nigerian Army takes over Coalition Center Sobe on one local government. Let's defend democracy in Edo. Please share and tag the presidency and the Nigerian Army. Now, we don't know for what purpose this is, but those who can act on this should quickly act on this. Nigerian Army take over Coalition Center in Sobe. People are worried.
I think it was Stainless that brought up this news at the first time. We talked about it already. Maybe the necessary action might have been taken.
That was even the beginning. It was even before we start bringing that result. They start talking about it as the army are taking over many coalition centers to avoid individuals from defending their vote. Yeah.
Anyway, it is equally possible that some of those things are for the good of the process.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
It's equally possible. But from what we have been browsing through, it shows that the results that we've been collecting from everywhere, they appear to be consistent with what is in the annex portal as well. So, Loretta, over to you.
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone. It's been a long day for all of us, and I think I will create to sit down so that we can really do a good post-mortem about what happened today, what transpired in our state. And it is very obvious that the Edo people have risen from their slumber. This momentum, I believe, should be sustained. And from what played out in Benin today, I would say I'm happy. Initially, I had my doubts. I didn't believe in the process. I think I will sit down so can really a good postmortem about what happened today.
Lamte, why are we echoing?
Somebody's playing. Somebody's listening to, maybe, I don't know. Is listening to, is watching us on YouTube or wherever.
Okay.
Mute everybody, Lamte.
Can we mute everybody, please? Mute everybody. Please. Mute everybody.
I've muted this area where it's coming from.
Okay, let's hear.
Before you come in, this is important now. I think it's a cumulative result now of many of the local governments. Okay, let me just reel it out. I believe this one is coming from INEX portal, and I will just upload it so that we can have all see it and have a look at it. Somebody just sent this across to me. Definitely a snapshot from the computer. Results so far: Esan West PDP 5527. That's 5,527. APC 2,332. Esan West. Unhuode PDP 7,364. APC 4,357. Esako East PDP 1,620. APC 1,780. So Esako West was carried by the APC. Ovia Northeast PDP 5,228. APC 3,007. Igweben PDP 3,200. APC 1,723. Ego PDP 1,195. APC 452. Onwan West PDP 4,576. APC 4,066. Esa Northeast PDP 6,271. APC 3,233. Ovia Northeast PDP 6,658. APC 3,252. Oriomo PDP 3,731. APC 2,620. Oedo PDP 8,586, APC 4,071. Eastern Central, PDP 926, APC 615. Ikpobaoka, PDP 2,522, APC 1,070. Akoko Edo, PDP 3,399, APC 3,471. Eastern Southeast, PDP 1,978, APC 1,641. Onwa East, PDP 5,185, APC 5,052. Esakon Central, PDP 1,049, APC 1,154. Esakon Central is being carried by the APC. Esakon West, PDP 3,759, APC 6,322. In all of these, the APC has taken 3 local governments and the PDP has taken the rest so far. Cumulative results.
This was the list I was telling you about. Apparently, there are 4 for APC, 14 for PDP. This is the same list that I was talking about earlier on.
So we are waiting now for INEC to corroborate this entire result. Then we can jump into celebration.
Lamte, there is life
pop
after
champagne,
this
man.
election. Can we have
Pop
Aredo
champagne.
back? We need to start preparing for the next election. Aredo back and then Stainless will speak. Stainless, mute yourself, please.
Yes, ma.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Aredo,
Aredo,
can you
go
have
ahead,
the
sir.
room?
Yes, sir. Are you still there, sir? You can unmute yourself.
Okay. Can you hear me now, everyone?
Absolutely.
Okay, I just want to thank my Edo people, both from the north, the central, and the south. The voice is echoing from everywhere. And I would say it is not Uhuru yet, because during the last election, a miracle happened by between 12 and 2 a.m. in the morning. So we still need to be on our toes to keep monitoring the situation until Godwin Obaseki is declared winner. And in all this, I'm thanking the Edo people that even the voters' education and the enlightenment that almost everybody engaged in is paying off, because at Ikoba Oka, where I come from, you could see a lot of persons going to the field to vote, and despite the intimidation, the inducement from APC members, some decided to stand their ground and not collect the money, while some collected the money and still vote for the candidate of their choice. And besides that, we got reports that a lot of APC members were decamping right there in the polling unit, leaving their paymasters to vote for Godwin Obaseki at the last minute. I think that is commendable, because the right thing should be done. If we sustain this momentum throughout the country, I think we'll make a difference. We are sending a message that it is possible. Power belongs to the people. And in the future, we know that our country will be a country that we can rely on the electoral system. But for now, I still say, and I still insist and reiterate, that it is still too early to say we have won. So we should still keep calling our people to make sure that they stay till the result is announced. Then we can celebrate. Thank you, everyone.
You are welcome, Dr. Agedo. Thank you very much. Thank you. I like what you said, that the education paid off, the sensitization paid off, all the talking paid off, the engagement has paid off, and it will keep paying off, because it's going to be a knock-on effect. Stainless, are you ready? Are you ready to tell us? Because I was in your group earlier and I could see that there were a number of people there who you've been engaging for months before this election. Has it paid off?
So far so well. With my team I created for this election called Vibrant Niger, is for female and male together. And for this election day, I selected about 4 guys, 4 male, for this movement to go to their polling unity. They had the possibility of just to give me what is going on there in their ward and the unit in their ward. And so far, so well, you hear when I was talking about Zabiokula, since it was one of my team member who is also from Zabiokula, and the report that we earlier on that what was the name, Washington Osifu was trying to collect their ballot box, and the later coming back while we were on conversation going on, they let me know that they do the indigenous, the people, the youth, they were able to block them on their way to stamp their grant and to make sure they have their ballot box back. And they are counting, they are still counting the other units. For the 2 units I have from them, I have measured the score out so far. And the other units, they are still waiting for them to bring up their calculation. They have not told me anything now. That was from Ozabiokula, from a member of my team. And I still have another one from Ovia Northeast, who is also letting me know what is going on in Ovia Northeast, like Orede and other villages close to Orede, like Obazuwa and the rest. So the election was conducted successfully. And when this news of manipulating results in collation center, I have to go live for 10 minutes to still let them know to go back there to go and secure their votes. Which they let me know they go in a multitude, in a group. They went to the collation center to come and stay there to make sure they secure their votes. And that was from Orede, from Ovia Northeast. And the third one I had is from Okoko and Ikenisi Nuhu, the local government, where they also have their voting. And they said they have voted, their voting will be taken to the collation center, which is AHO. And they said some of the selected members of PDP party, of other parties, they follow them to the AHO to make sure they know what is going on and to carry out the good results. And I was not satisfied with that. I also let them know some youth how to go join them in case if anything can happen. Yeah, it's Nigeria, it's the those states we're talking about. So for now, I am waiting to hear how it's going on for the collection center.
Can I stop you?
Yeah,
Can you because you've given very rich information so far on all the things that have happened. So I want to ask you, moving forward, what role do you think that someone like you has to play in the continued forward governance of Edo State? What role do you think people like you, people on the streets, what role, especially you?
For me, my really supporting of His Excellency Governor Nogagase Obaseki, because I'm not supporting for myself, I'm supporting because I want to have an impact. I want to have an impact in human life, because I see a lot of e.g. somebody like me, I have made a lot of mistakes in my life because there was nobody there to mentor me, and there was nobody there to take me for who I am, to tell me this is supposed to be. Even till now, people still criticize me by the way they see me, not by the way I do things. So for that, I want to be that example to people like me, who people have criticized, who people have bring down because of who they are. I want to bring an example to let them know there is still something in you if you know the right thing to do. And my second thing in this Obaseki administration is I want to let those ladies, especially those ladies in the streets, I want to let you know it doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. So I want to let them know there is life after struggle. If our SLSC will give us the feed and the opportunity for us to come out to say this is what we want, and if you're willing to do it for us, Stainless will be very happy to be in that road and to be in the path, to use myself as an example to every female, every mother, single or married, everyone that have gone through what they saw, suffering and struggle in life. I want to be an example to living, and I want to have impact in human life. Yeah.
Well done. You have spoken well. You have. Lante, do we move across to you? Do you have breaking news?
Yes. Stainless, don't worry. You have mentors.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying now? So
thank you.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You have mentors.
I feel blessed.
And I'm
I feel
glad
blessed.
you have Dr. Loretta as a huge one at that. So nothing to worry about.
She has even made more impact than those people that look down on her. She has made more impact than them, both within and outside politics. And I really commend you. Looking at the points and where you're coming from and where you are today, it shows that a lot of work has been done, and there is still more work for you to do. So we encourage you, we commend you.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Hello, can I say a word or two?
Waiting for your report.
Professor Didi, yes, please.
So let's take the report from the side, then we go to Professor Didi.
Okay.
Go ahead. Because Prof may want to say something, just to really address the point.
My own is releasing results. Uselu 1. I have some results from Uselu. The one posted on the INEC portal. APC 39, PDP 139. That's Uselu 2 at Paramount Nursery and Primary School. Then we have Federal Road Public Field, Uselu. It's APC 52, PDP 142. We have this is our website. We have another Paramount Nursery and Primary School 2. This one is APC 24, PDP 106. Okay, that's from Uselu.
So just take your time to sort some out for us. Let's go to Professor Issa Odili. Prof.
Yes, sorry, I think I caught the question from Dr. Loretta a little bit late, but I'm assuming I got it correct. Was what is the role, post-victory for people who have, kind of helped to carry out this campaign, spread the message of Obaseki's programs and what have you. I just thought I should say something there.
Yes.
I think what if I were to have the ear of His Excellency, Governor Obaseki, and I think I'm going to try and push that to make sure that happens, either directly or indirectly. I think he should also look to diaspora because there's a lot of work to be done. He should look up to you guys, for being able to put something like this together, and your experience and what have you, and your passion for the state. You should look forward to you and find a role for you guys to play. A real role, not a joking role. I mean, people like you to be able to be called back home, to participate in governance and work with government. You understand me? I know, the way things work, especially it's so complicated. He was an APC, now PDP, and there are people who had really helped and the rest. And typically the Nigerian style is, you give things to people, based on what you think people have done or contributed. I get it, but Edo election and this result we're expecting is saying that things ought to be done differently. And if that is the case, then I think he needs to, work with people from diaspora, the Edo people in diaspora, especially people like yourselves who have actually put in a lot of effort and do have the talent. Yes, I give him, he should have the final say in terms of how he picks the people he wants to pick. But he should please give, people from diaspora, Edo people from diaspora, especially those who have stuck their neck out and really try to push the programs, a chance to participate in direct governance. I would love to see that in various capacities. There's a lot to be done, and who better to do this? People on the ground who have helped, and people in diaspora who know quite a lot and have a lot of connections, frankly speaking. He should do that. That would be my position.
Thank you very much, Professor Issa Odidi. Thank you very much. Of course, we are not going to comment on that. But of course,
I can add something to what Prof said. And that is, I've always believed and I've always known, and for me, it has always worked for me, that for you to have a strong leader, you need to have strong followers. That is the basic truth. So what we've been having before, we don't have strong followers. Now we have strong followers, because this is not just going to end here. We are going to follow up on Governor Godwin Obaseki. Like Loretta has said, we are going to hold him accountable on the mega projects. We are going to follow him bumper to bumper. We cannot afford, Obaseki cannot afford to fail. So we have to make sure it does not fail. That is what it is in the Western world, that you promise people you are going to give a tax cut. By the time they swear you to office, you hit the ground running. The people wants to see the tax cut. Otherwise, they take to the streets, right? So we will continue to remind the governor consistently and constantly that this mega project must be fulfilled. Because if you tell me that you are going to a hub to give them a cottage hospital at the end of your tenure, if at the end of your tenure there's no cottage hospital, you don't have any business going to a or to campaign. You don't have any business going to a or to campaign. So we need to follow up on the governor so that we can sustain the development in our society. Like we said earlier, and what you also said, I want to also reiterate on that if we, the intellectuals, don't fill in these void spaces, then the talk will have no choice than to fill those spaces for us. So we should make sure that there is no vacuum for them to fill anymore. So that is my humble submission, and I thank Prof for bringing that up.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ayedo. There's one I want to say here, and I did mention this yesterday, and I'm really emphatic. I would be very emphatic, about this. Governor Obaseki, by the grace of God, will be, saddled with the responsibility of governing Edo State, based on the effort put together by everybody, both those in the diaspora and, of course, Edo people at home. Now, the election of Governor Obaseki, by the grace of God, is going to jumpstart a lot of things. We have been on ground, even though we live in the diaspora, we have been very much on ground. We have had cause in this process to interact with so many Edo people and Nigerians across the world. There's never been a time, since I was born, that Edos have pledged commitment to supporting the administration of any governor than now. And all we have heard from Edos across the world is that when Governor Obaseki is elected, they are willing to be part of the process. A lot of people are not even expressing, people are not even looking at participating directly in governance, but people are looking at, investing their intellectualism, investing their resources to building the state, to building aspects of the state that you don't expect, government to reach because of, mega resources of government and all of that. So we've got huge room for participation. And today, those across the world have pledged their commitment to that. And all we are looking to, by the grace of God, is the swearing of the governor. And thereafter, we are going to begin to start reaching out to these Edos. Somebody told me in America, he said if Obaseki wins, he will start the job of, raising a proposal with his own company where he's a shareholder to come and invest about 100 million naira in Edo State. It is Edos that will be working in that place. So the election of Governor Obaseki is going to bring along with it so many dividends that Obaseki may not even be directly, involved with. So what we see is a rainfall of progress upon the land Edo, and I believe very strongly that will serve as a footnote to the overall development of Nigeria as a nation. That was why I did ask, Professor Odidi, I said, what would the election of Governor Obaseki mean to Nigeria going forward, particularly given his experience, of the past? And he actually responded to it in the way I expected him to do. And so amongst every other thing, the election of Governor Obaseki is already setting a political and economic template, a redirection of how things, are done, not just in Edo State, but in entire Nigeria. And so therefore, we are happy. So whatever, Governor Obaseki decide to do, I believe very strongly that the man is well guided to know what to do with, the mandate he's going to get from the Edo people. Moving on from there, I want to bring Nosa on board and let Nosa tell us what he's got for us. Thank you very much, Professor Issa Odidi, for raising that point, and we are doing what we have to do.
I will leave briefly.
Okay, sir. Prof, come on.
Yes, I will leave briefly, and I'll be back after maybe an hour or so. I need to get into another call, obviously, to do with the PDP thing. So I'm going to be back maybe another hour and a half. So
yeah, can I come in, Comrade Lamptey?
Come on, sir. Come on.
I'll wait for you before I leave.
Yeah, I've been listening to some intellectual.
Thank you, Prof. No, let Prof leave. Prof is okay. You can come back in an hour plus.
No, I can listen. I want to listen to the doctor. No problem. Let me respect him. Let me respect him and listen to him. Dr.
Professor,
Tony.
I take that as a huge compliment. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
My learned colleague. Yeah. Like I was saying, I've listened to some points that have been. You see, I think Loretta started this conversation. They say to whom much is given, much is expected. We have tasted the menu that Governor Obaseki has given us to eat in Edo State in the last 4 years, and it was sumptuous. And now, by the grace of God, he's going to get another 4 years. I tell you, with the roadmap that this governor has, Edo is going to experience monumental transformation. This is the greatest time to be an Edo son or daughter. We are blessed to have this governor taking us to the next level. As a people as well, because we have all put our integrity, our reputation at stake. Many of us will necessarily not even come out to be involved in all this. We've done videos, we've written a lot of stuff, and all these things have been stored in the archive. So we will also be there to put pressure on the governor because our name also is at stake. So it's a really happy time. It's a good season for every one of us. And to be honest, I really appreciate everyone on this analysis today since morning, especially those of you. I came in at about 2 p.m. For those of you who have been here since like 7, 8 a.m., kudos to you. Thank you so much. This is great.
Thank you very much, sir. Professor Odili.
Okay.
We appreciate you, sir.
I'll be back shortly.
Thank you so much.
No problem. You're welcome.
Yes, sir. Nosa Obaseki, are you there for us? Nosa, are you there for us?
I think he's still trying to get the results.
Okay, possibly. Okay, I would like to bring on.
I'm here. Just I'm still, it's the way, Kujo wanted me to bring out all the results. It's going to be difficult the way it's arranged on the site.
Just cut through.
I'm still on 3 in Akogo Edo. I'm still on, since you told me to do it, I'm still on the 3rd area. I don't know, but so far what I have here, what I've put down so far in that Akoko Edo area, APC is leading so far from what is on INEC
portal.
Yes, in some of the some of the areas there, like Ewa Ate, Ikpeshi, Igba, I don't know, Igbageli, all the areas there, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, APC 1, 7, PDP 1, 1. In Ibilo, APC 1, 3, PDP 1, 1. So I'm just on a source now before you told me to come. So it's going to be difficult. I wish they have where they just do the total, but because they are still counting. Because from what I saw here, Akoko Edo, they've only released out of the 100 and something. They've only released about 40. Akoko Edo is let me show you. Let me tell you, Akoko Edo is they have the thing keeps refreshing. Let me just quickly tell you. They have about 143 polling units, but they've released 51 results so far. So we are still expecting almost 100. So that's for the for Akoko Edo.
I'd like to just speak with High Chief Musa Ahmedu. I know that he's been in very close contact with the seat of power. Sir, what are you hearing and what are you willing to share?
What I'm willing to share is that our resilience has paid off and we have honest volunteers for Obaseki. And this is a template we are going to replicate in the future. And if we do this, we'll be fine. But the drum is getting louder. Like you said, we should not take anything for granted, but that INEC portal is showing victory, that says it all. It has never happened like this before. We've seen them change at the last minute, but I think there is a silent
understanding that the people's voice cannot be truncated at this time of the day. And I believe we'll be fine. And in a few hours' time, it will be over. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That is very reassuring. And that, of course, is from the High Chief himself, Professor, High Chief Musa Amedu. Ambassador Joe Ehigiamusoe, what are you hearing, sir, and what are you willing to share?
Well, thank you so very much. First and foremost, I want to appreciate the House, appreciate this wonderful and noble team. In my closed circuit and my areas of operation, people I interact with, I've had ambition back in time and, try to put a formation in place. People that I can describe as like-minded people. When people say Nigeria is dead on arrival, there is no hope, Nigeria is finished and all of that, I say no. Because in such difficult environment, Nigeria can be a very simple country to administer, to govern. But what we need, where people give up, is if we have a people of like-minded, just like we have in this team, which is not easy to come by, then we can move mountains. It doesn't matter how small or how little we start or where we start from. We can start and build on it. So that is what I've discovered right here. And I want to appreciate everybody and believe that what we have managed to do here selflessly and being driven by monetary gains, not being driven by rewards, is huge in my opinion. And if we can find people of this kind of mindset, then you can be able to bet some agenda, drive it to a logical conclusion, and get results afterwards. And then you find some benefits at the very end of it. So that is what I find here. And I want to encourage us that what we have done here, this team, should not just be an end-all situation. Now that we've got into this climax of our immediate assignment, there's still so much to be done. This team can metamorphose into something greater, okay? Something greater to be able to achieve even something better, because we all have a commonality, and that commonality is for a better Edo State. It's for a better Nigeria, either politically or otherwise, and the pool of expertise assembled here, we can achieve so much. Just like my definition of team is, together, everybody achieves more. There's so much we can achieve going forward together. So I want to thank everybody and believe that the future is bright, not only bright.
Thank you very much. That's my brother, Ambassador Joe Ehigiamusoe, Edo Cultural Ambassador to the UK. Please, I just want to share this so that we can, of course, take some look at this and give us some thoughts. This one is coming from the Observer Times. We have lost trust in INEC. We won't accept the outcome of this election. Ushomole on the 19th of September 2020.
It's very familiar. It's very used to the courts, don't you know?
So, we have lost trust in INEC. This is Ushomole sounding. I would like to bring on Ambassador Biki, His Excellency Ambassador Matthew Biki Uwaifu. Sir, what do you have to say? What is your
what I have to say is what I have always said, and I will start with that. Come November 12, 2020, Obaseki will be sworn in as the executive governor of Edo State.
Hallelujah.
So I just want to thank everybody on this platform because I came to discover aspects of human life, human endeavor, the way I've not seen it before. I came to see people who can be selfless without putting money forward, because all the people, most of them, 80% I've had to work with, worship money and makes money their life. But here on this platform, I met people who were not paid for the selfless job that they did. And like I've always said, and I will always maintain, you see, your work has not been for free. It has not been for nothing, really, because God Almighty has a way of rewarding people. He has a way of paying people. And I know that something good, something wonderful will come out of this association that we have, this platform with which we have been able to work so marvelously. My heart is full of joy, because there's nothing like when you labor and at the end of that labor, you achieve what you want. I just pray that God will bless all of us. And like Joe Egiamuso said, I hope after the election of Obaseki, we will not forget each other. We should be able to use this platform to move to greater heights. May God bless us all. Amen.
Bless you too, sir. Bless you.
Thank you so much. That's our Excellency, Ambassador Matthew Uwaifu.
Our beloved daddy in the house.
I must say this, before we move on. Ambassador Matthew Uwaifu Biki has been a major source of strength to all of us. I say this, with utmost regards. Whatever anybody's going to say about this team, I can tell you that, most of the glory should go to Ambassador Biki because of the way he has energized the team. His fatherly role, his friendly role, his everything has been superlative, to be very honest. So when I hear him speaking like this, honestly, I am humbled beyond words, because this is the man who is, I don't know how to say it, behind everything.
I just want to add.
I don't know how to qualify it. Loretta, just go ahead, please.
I just want to add, Lante, that his talk just now was very heart-rendering for me. And people who know me well, they know that I can cry easily. So I'm almost crying now. But I think that I have learned a lot. I've learned a lot from him. And one of them is something my father taught me. And my father's daughter, so I will quote my dad. Something my father taught me many years ago. He said, Loretta, my daughter, you must have the ability to dine with kings and then to eat with paupers as well. And it took me a while growing up to understand the true meaning of that sentence. But it meant that you are able to cut across societal strata. You are able to appreciate people for who they are. Your humility is one that cannot be faulted at any time. At the same time, your self-esteem and your integrity is something that cannot be challenged. And I think Ambassador BQ Wifo exemplifies all of these structures and all of these factors and all of these attributes. And I have given him an honor I haven't given many people. And that is to tell him that I am one of his adopted children. I love my father. Everybody knows that. And I wrote a book about my father. So for me to tell someone else that I'm one of his adopted children, it means a lot to me. But the reason is because I have studied him in the past few weeks, and I found a man with integrity, a man who seems to be able to continue the ideals my father bestowed in me. And I do thank you, and I thank God that Edo State has got a man like you. Long may your days be, and may you continue to impact your generation, the generation after that, and the generation after that, and the generation after that. In other words, may you continue to etch your footprints, not in the sands of time, but in the hearts of men and women. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That's well, what can the brother say? Well, I'm just going to bring this on a light note so that all of us can see. It's not something very serious, but of course it speaks to what is happening right now. You conduct election during rainy season and you expect the man with umbrella to lose in Daboski.
That is impossible.
In the Boski Pahose.
Don't mind me. I just thought we just have a moment like this.
I'll send you another one.
Okay.
Show that on the screen as well.
It's good. It's good. Let's see things like that. I will share this one as well from Dr. Loretta. PDP, they give APC social distance.
Social distance. Social distance.
It's a COVID-19 election, and you expect the man who is maintaining social distancing not to win. Ndaboski, Bahus. The Doma will always tell you, okay, Miami, wow. I'm glad
when we tell them, when this word came out, don't not be Lagos, they thought we were joking, you know.
Yes.
I'm actually coming there, you know, and I want to direct this to High Chief Musa Amedu. A few days ago, what's it called? The Lord of Lagos, the political lord, the king of the hegemony of political hegemony of Lagos, you know, interfered with the election, you know, went ahead to make a public statement canvassing for votes on behalf of Ize Iyamu. With what we are seeing now, and if this result that we are seeing holds, and Obaseki is declared governor of Edo State, High Chief Musa Amedu, what do you think this will portend to Lagos State and, of course, to the...
If what?
If this election, the result we are seeing, okay, eventually, you know, culminate to the declaration of Obaseki as the elected governor of Edo State, what would this process mean, in your own perspective, to the entire political process in Lagos and, of course, to the personality of Tinubu?
The game is over for Tinubu and co. Number one, Edo State is not a cheap state. It's not a state by fiat. I don't know who advised him, but I think they got it wrong, and he was acting on motive. I think that is what I can see. But again, I don't know. I know you are a grammar school boy, but you can see the INEC portal. It says Obaseki is leading. Why are you asking me if again? There's no if in this matter. There's no if, I beg you. I'm begging you, please. What's going to happen is this. INEC cannot change the story anymore. It is left for me and you now to be more brotherly and find out what we can do for Edo people, because we now have a defender of the vote of the people, and our choice is Obaseki, and we'll just be with him. Tinubu is not an issue. Thank you.
Yes, you can weigh in, Ambassador Joe.
Thank you very much for this. I want to dovetail the High Chief on what he has said. In terms of what this means for Lagos and the Jagaban that they call the body loan and whatever. Now, I have a great analysis for that. First and foremost, as High Chief said, is a demise of godfatherism. I've said before that after Edo, the next bus stop is Lagos in terms of ending this godfatherism mantra that has held politics and governance hostage in Nigeria. Nigeria is on a forward march. Tinubu will be formally retired. Like fellas, if you're not tired, they go tire you. So this time, Tinubu will be tired, will be retired. And Lagos will, the stranglehold he has over Lagos will be over. And when that goes, Oshomole is gone now, like Mr. Governor said in one of his campaign, politically he'll be buried. He's been buried. Okay? The next will be Tinubu. Tinubu equally will follow the same path, because this is why they were fighting tooth and nail for this election, because they know exactly that if they don't hold swing in a state, there'll be history, and that history beckons right here and now. Lagos will be free, and by extension, Nigeria. You know, my permutation was after Edo, Lagos. After Lagos, we now face the northern cabal. Those people who believe that governance is their birthright. Like they say, the British handed it over to them, and they hold on to the administration and the governance of Nigeria. We are Nigerians, proud, intelligent, respected people across the world. But because of the kind of leadership that we have, people look at us wherever we are, and they demean us, they disrespect us, and all of that. So I say Edo, Lagos, and we'll face the north, so that the right people can take over governance. The right people can come with the right idea that can transform Nigeria. Nigeria, as it's been acronym in the past as Giant of Africa, it's not by error, it's not by omission or commission, it's not by mistake. We have everything to maintain that giant status and assume it to steer Africa in the right direction. Like they say, if Nigeria gets it right, Africa will get it right. So I say Edo, like a mini Nigeria, will get it right here. It will extend to the national level. It's been said before, Obaseki post 4 years of his second term, go and aspire for presidency. We'll walk back here. You know, they say good work, now they advertise himself. You know, go campaign too much, because people will come begging for him to come and assume that position, and Nigeria will be right. Many of us will have opportunity. The young political class who are all discouraged, you know, not to activate their political ambition. Everybody will step up and take the space, and Nigeria will be great. So starting from Edo is all well. Lagos will also be free from the albatross that this guy has on their neck, and Nigeria will just explode. So I'm excited.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Joe. That's quite impressive. I'm actually going to raise another point. You know, this there's a certain Edo billionaire. His name is Captain Osa.
It's the
It's good to review some of these kind of issues, okay? A few days ago, the billionaire came out, and of course, he did pledge that he was going to spend his last dime to ensure that Pastor Sagi Izeyamu is elected governor of Edo State. Now, given that Governor Obaseki is in fact is victorious, I want to talk to my brother. Is this in the room, Dr. Tony?
I'm very much my hand is almost breaking
up. Yes,
here.
So how would you now reconcile the situation, you know, between the victory of Obaseki and the last dime that has been spent by Captain Osa?
Yes, thank you, Comrade Lante, for solid anchoring. Before I answer your question, I wanted to just add a little footnote to what my senior bros, Joseph Jamuse, said about governance.
Yes.
It is very heartwarming that we are beginning to get a new brand of leadership in Nigeria, which Governor Obaseki represents. I have a very small list here. We have this professor in Cross River, Professor Ayade, is doing well. The governor of Borno State, despite the insurgency in that place, Governor Zulum, is doing well. We have Obaseki, Sterling in Edo. Peter Obi, I don't need to mention that to anybody in this room. We know his antecedents. Then Donald Duke, he has done well. So we're having a new, it's coming, but Obaseki is re-energizing the whole thing. Now to your question, Comrade Lumpty, the billionaire issue. I think the billionaire lost his unit today. He lost his unit. Yeah. I know the billionaire very well. I know him very, very well. His younger ones we are like 5 and 6, and this election has we are not even really talking very, very well now, but we are very good friends here. We went to the same school back home in Benin. So the truth of the matter is that what this election has just shown, and is going to reverberate in the whole of Nigeria and in the whole of Africa, is that it's not all about money. It's not all about money. People have spent their time. People have spent their some of us have made donations in this campaign. I know many of us here, we've spent our time on this campaign, not for anything, not because maybe we want anything, but because we want good governance. So the issue of spending last dime and all the rest has not yielded any result, and I don't think it's going to yield. So people are just fed up of this Godfather thing. Somebody sit down in his parlor, he just make one phone call and say, "Oh, why everybody is just like kotoing and running around for them?" So so the nail of Godfatherism, the final hammer will be done in the next few hours.
Thank you very much. We are still on this matter. I want to quickly give this to Stainless. Stainless, please. Somebody is asking if you could possibly check on the health of Iranomigo, just to know how he's doing.
It's not necessary.
I have him here. I have him here close to me, checking his temperature, how his feelings is, but he's here.
Please don't mind our trying to make caricature of some of these situations, because
I'm checking his temperature.
Okay.
Is it severe pains?
Yeah.
Are you sure there's hope? That it's going to recover?
Yeah, but with the way the drip is fasting, I think you need double drip. One in the head, one in the ear.
Just assure him that they are leading in Kano already. That they are leading in Kano.
Okay. Gentlemen, I want to thank everybody so far for the contributions. This is just the last moment of this whole discourse. I want to throw this to I know this matter appears to be going between just very few persons. There's a reason why that is happening. This one is a bit more sensitive. Okay. And I want to throw this to High Chief Musa Amedu. A couple of weeks ago, we had so much tension in Benin. And His Royal Majesty, the Omonoba of Benin, called for a meeting to try to, make all parties commit to peace in this electoral process. And since then, there's been some drawback in the tone with which people were discussing the electoral process and all of that. How Chief Musa Amedu, I want to ask, sir, how would you assess the peace process of His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Okuwakbolekpolo, with the overall election that's taking place today, particularly, even as we are here, we have not really heard any major outbreak of law and order. We have not really heard any major issue of loss of lives and all of that. How would you assess, that gesture by His Royal Majesty? Hi, Chief Musa Amedu, sir.
I will quickly remind you that we, the Benis, we don't see anything wrong with whatever the Oba says or does. But the Oba, in respect of that meeting, spoke like the father of all. And we cannot fall back into any other position than the Oba's position. And we are not the right people to assess him negatively. We can only assess him positively. The Oba of Benin, he played a role money could not buy by any standard. And I think he will continue to reign over us. He provided a platform that people thought was already foreclosed, that these two people are not going to meet, the center will not hold. And he stepped in and the center just added up, and it came to light that some people who thought everything is for sale in Benin could do what they like, but it didn't happen that way. And I think we should be grateful we have a transparent Oba who believe in the truth, and the truth does prevail. He asked a simple question. In 2016, you say this man is okay. Now you say this man is okay. It's not okay. Is it not the same paper he presented then? And that says it all, the kind of person the Oba is. We should be happy we have him. He will be with us for a very, very long time. And I think he played a vital role, and the benefit and result of that meeting is what we are reaping on today, because the people never prepared for peace. And I think God will protect our Oba for us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, High Chief Musa Amedu. This question, I deliberately asked this question, because the palace of the Oba of Benin, right from time immemorial, is a major custodian of who we are. It's a major custodian of our identity as Edos. And yet again, we can see that the peace role of the palace came to play a very huge role, in ensuring that we have had, a peaceful election. May the Oba of Benin reign, and may God preserve him long for the Edos. I'll quickly move on now to another subject matter. No, sir, please, have you collected anything for us? At least something that will make us smile a bit. No, sir, Obaseki, are you there?
Lamte, I'm sending you one image now.
No, sir, Obaseki, can you come on and tell us what you have?
So far, all I can say, I cannot even start counting, my brother. I not get power to count.
Take us through some things.
From what my brother just sent to me, because the INEC thing, the INEC website is just doing his own thing. So far, they've released 1,217 on their website.
No, 1,226.
Okay, I have to update. I have not refreshed. Okay.
1,228.
Okay, see, it keeps coming. So, but so far, we shouldn't be troubled. Everything, Ogbane, that's it for now.
Ogbanya.
Okay, I want to quickly share this
infographics.
This information.
While you are sharing the infographics, we have Ohomba Andrew in the house.
Yes, I've observed Ohomba. I'm coming to him shortly.
All right.
It says that this is it, and it's let me go back and take this again. The information here states that the area, let me get this right.
The red is PDP.
Okay, the red is PDP and the blue is APC.
Yes.
Okay, okay, I'm going to just share now so we can see. Now, this diagram you see here, this is the map of Edo State. This is how much I can enlarge it as a matter of fact. It is the map of Edo State. And the areas you see painted in red are areas that the governor of Edo State has won. While the areas you see painted in blue are the areas that Pastor Usagi Ezeyamu has won. While the other gray area is the area
left to right.
Yes, the area which results, we are still expecting. So I want to quickly talk to Nigerians across the world, to Edo people, that we can report from the figures we now have that Governor Godwin Obaseki is re-elected the governor of Edo State.
Ogbane.
Lamte, I like to correct you here.
Yeah.
Lamte, allow me to correct you here. You are just saying his return as a governor of Edo State, but you didn't use the word landslide. We predicted a landslide. Please, can you rephrase your statement?
Yes, I was just coming. You did not allow me to finish. We want to announce by way of breaking news from the Edo Diaspora Coalition and the live coverage of the Edo election 2020. We can confirm from data on the ground, confirmed by INEC, that Governor Godwin Obaseki has won and has been returned as governor of Edo State with a landslide victory. And if the figures we are getting is anything to go by, he may have won this election by more than 85% of total cast.
Amen.
Godwin Obaseki elected the governor of Edo State. Governor Godwin Obaseki is re-elected the governor of Edo State. Before we go
Matter one.
Who don't like better thing?
Well, because of the mood, the reason why I'm smiling is because this is information that INEC has corroborated.
We not
Hello, people, you are done it.
Let me give you the music here.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, man. Congratulations to Edo people. This is victory for democracy. This is victory for democracy. Edo people across the world, we congratulate you. We congratulate you because you are victorious. Because you came together and you said this time must be different. You demonstrated that. We are grateful to you all. We salute you all on behalf of Governor Obaseki. We thank you all for your commitment, for the Edo people across Europe and in the diaspora that supported this program to come live, who donated their £20, their $10, their $50, their €100, their £200. We thank you all. You are all heroes in this process. From Germany to Australia, to America, to Canada, to the UK, right to the heart of Spain, to everywhere all across the world. You said this time must be different and this time is different. Of course, on behalf of the team, I will thank personally every member for your self-sacrifice on the altar of service. Your self-sacrifice on the altar of service has paid off. Governor Godwin Obaseki, we can declare on this platform, is re-elected the governor of Edo State. From Joe Egiamu Soy, to Sister Stainless, to everybody, to Johnson Odibo, everybody, ultimate human lady in the house, Her Excellency Loretta Obo, our father in the house, His Excellency Ambassador Matthew Uwaifo Biki. You have all done noble. Your service to Edo State will remain indelible in the sand of time. Thank you so much, Edo people. Thank you so much for what you've done. I am excited now because from what we are getting from ANEC, it is clear that victory is already done. Wahia will say, I will hand over to Dr. Loretta. And from Loretta, I'm sure we'll go to our brother, what's his name?
Andrew Ohamba.
Andrew Ohamba. Dr. Loretta, please come on, bring out Andrew on board, please. Oh, yes, man.
Yeah, I would like to thank all of you who have stayed on and you've been part of this live transmission. We tried to bring you guys live updates from the election that happened in Edo State. And remember, this was by popular demand from those of you, our subscribers from Edo State. You wanted us to bring this, and I hope you are satisfied. I hope we met your expectation, and we will continue tomorrow with our interview with area father Charles Oputa, aka Charlie Boy, aka His Royal Punkness. Will be live on our channel here 3 p.m. Nigerian time. And don't forget that next week also we have Dele Momodu is going to be in our studio talking about his exploits. But don't forget quickly also that tomorrow we're going to have live broadcasts of Mazi Nnamdi Kano's usual weekly broadcast. So make it a date with us tomorrow. We have so much lined for you guys. We cover everything that we believe is worth covering, and if we don't cover what interests you, please reach out to us and say, hey, Brother Chidi, why don't you guys cover this? I want to know about this. But if you're asking us to cover anything that has to promote the Janjaweed government of Buhari, we will not promote that, just to let you know, so that you don't go and tell us that we should come and cover Independence Day celebration and all that. No, we are not going to do that at all. Alright guys, thank you so much for your support, and please remember, like we've been begging you to like our videos. Somebody said if you begin to like our videos, we may be able to work our way back up, because YouTube has been suppressing our video. So we need your help. Forward our videos to people, share it, like it, make a comment, and most especially subscribe if you have not subscribed. So we're gonna let the music play. You can listen to it for the next couple of minutes before we finally sign out. Don't forget, we also have Peter Dochie's son coming up next week. We have solid lineup for you guys. We don't want to, if we give you too much, you might not handle it, but we're gonna keep bringing out all the lineup of guests that we have in the coming weeks. Solid. And finally, on October 1st, we are going to hit the streets all over the world to let Buhari know that we are tired with his government. He should resign, he should go. So from all over the place, New York, Washington, Canada, Belgium, Holland, everywhere, South Africa, people are preparing to do their protest. Okay guys, UK, did I forget UK? Yeah, London, they're also going to be doing a protest. So guys, that's it. And from Dr. Erica, from myself, I want to thank you for being with us. Like I said, I'm going to keep the music playing for some time, and you can tune off whenever you want to.